Imagine a heartbeat not within your body, but within the very fabric of the universe. A pulse that creates and destroys reality 22 trillion times per second. This is the time pulse, the invisible force that drives everything we experience. It's not just a concept. It's the rhythm behind the universe, the engine of existence itself. In this video, we'll explore the idea of the time pulse and how it creates the repeating patterns of change that shape everything, from the smallest particles to the largest cosmic events. The time pulse is the source of reality as we know it. Every moment, every fraction of a second, reality is dissolved and recreated. This isn't a metaphor, it's the very nature of existence. The physical world is not solid or continuous. It is a dynamic system, constantly pulsing into and out of existence. This perpetual cycle is what gives rise to time as we experience it. A steady flow from one moment to the next. But this pulse is not random. It follows a distinct pattern, one that repeats at every level of existence. It begins with the building of tension, a gathering of energy. This energy reaches a threshold, a breaking point, and then there is a release, a change, a transformation. After this, the system stabilizes only to begin building tension again. This cycle, tension, threshold, release, and stabilization, is the blueprint for all change in the universe. This pattern can be observed everywhere. It governs the way atoms vibrate, the way galaxies form, and the way human emotions build and release. Think about how a wave crashes on the shore. The water gathers, climbing higher and higher until it reaches its peak. Then it breaks, releasing energy and cascading into foam and ripples. This is the time pulse in action, a small-scale reflection of the universal pattern. The same process occurs in your own body. Your heart beats in a cycle of tension and release. Your muscles contract and relax. Even your thoughts and emotions follow this rhythm. Anxiety builds until it peaks, and then it is released through action or resolution. Joy, too, often comes in waves, building to moments of euphoria before settling into calm contentment. Your entire existence is a dance with the time pulse, a microcosmic reflection of the universal pattern. This pattern isn't just physical. It's also found in human systems, societies, and even economies. Consider the rise and fall of civilizations. Tensions build as populations grow, resources become scarce, or ideologies clash. These tensions reach a breaking point, resulting in revolution, collapse, or transformation. Afterward, a new order stabilizes, only for the cycle to begin again. History itself is shaped by the time pulse, echoing its rhythm on a grand scale. The same can be said for markets and economic cycles. Stock prices, commodities, and currencies follow patterns of tension and release. Traders often talk about pressure building in the market before a breakout, a surge, or a crash. These are all reflections of the universal pattern, tension, threshold, and change. Understanding the time pulse can also transform the way we view our lives. It reminds us that change is not something to be feared. It's the natural order of the universe. Tension is necessary for growth. Without it, there would be no thresholds to cross, no transformations to achieve. Change, while sometimes uncomfortable, is the universe's way of moving forward, of evolving, of creating something new. This perspective can help us navigate personal challenges. When you feel pressure building in your life, whether it's stress at work, conflict in a relationship, or uncertainty about the future, recognize that you are experiencing the buildup of tension in your own time pulse. Instead of resisting, embrace it. Know that this tension is leading you toward a threshold, a point of transformation. Once the threshold is crossed, there will be release, and with it, the opportunity for growth and stability. The time pulse also shows us the interconnectedness of all things. The same pattern that drives the vibration of an atom also governs the motion of galaxies and the flow of human history. It's a reminder that we are not separate from the universe. We are part of its rhythm, its pulse, its eternal cycle of change. But perhaps the most profound aspect of the time pulse is its role in creating novelty. Each pulse, each cycle is an opportunity for something new to emerge. This is the essence of evolution, creativity, and progress. The universe, through its pulsation, is constantly reinventing itself, exploring new possibilities and expanding its own potential. As you move through life, pay attention to the patterns of change around you. Notice how tension builds, how thresholds are reached, and how transformations occur. Understand that this is not chaos. It's the rhythm of the universe, the time pulse at work. And remember, you are a part of this pattern. You are both shaped by it and a contributor to it. The time pulse is not just a force of nature. It's a reminder of the dynamic, ever-changing essence of reality. It's a call to embrace the cycles of tension and release, to recognize the beauty in transformation, and to find your place within the rhythm of the universe. What will you create in your next cycle? How will you contribute to the pattern of change? The pulse of time is always beating. How will you dance to its rhythm?